Hi there everybody, welcome to another video. In today's video I have this Toyota Prius 2015 and the battery is dead, so I can't open the car. So if you have a situation like this, you need to open the car with the emergency key by pressing this little button here. So when you press that, you can remove the key from here. So let me try to do that. Press there and remove the key. Easier than with two hands, of course. And then you have the barrel here. Unlock the car, whichever way it may be. And then you can unlock, open the bonnet. And make sure you take the key with you, just in case when you jump start the car, your key may lock the car for whatever reason, so just have it with you. Okay, once you're here, there will be a little bit that you need to press in order to lift this up, and then go ahead and put your bonnet holding stick, which is just here. Let me get this out, this one here, and we're gonna put it in one of those holes here. Actually, one of these holes here. You have that one there, and you can also use that one if you need to open the bonnet a little bit extra. And then the jump starting points in this car are in the actual fuse box. So if you press that clip there and open this cover, and in this case scenario I'm actually using a jump pack here, where I'm going to connect the negative. You can connect the negative to some part of the engine, something like maybe this here, or you can even use one of the bolts that is, let me just put it there, these bolts or so, but the engine might be better, and the positive will go in here. So let me just get that out. This power pack has an on and off switch, so if I touch the positive with the body, it's not going to short. However, some power packs are always live, so you want to be careful not to short the body. And another thing is, the alarm may go off when you connect the positive, so be sure to have your key at hand, so you can switch the alarm off. Okay, so there's 1.9 volts on my battery. I'm gonna switch that on. Okay, now there's 12 volts. And now I can unlock the car. So I should be able to unlock the car, but I might need sometimes certain parts don't do justice. Alright, let's try that. Okay, let's see if that actually works. But I can't unlock the car just this minute, so right, let me start the car. Okay, with the car started, right, that is working. So I don't know if maybe my battery is a bit low here, but the main reason I wanted to unlock the car, it's because I am actually going to change the battery as well. So there's the battery, and the problem is in this car you haven't got a barrel here to unlock the boot, so you definitely need to put a jump start on the battery in order to be able to open the boot. And once you have access to the boot, obviously you can go ahead and change the battery. So now I can switch the car off, and I'm gonna go ahead and change the battery. There is a cover here that you need to remove. You also need to remove this here if you need to replace the battery. You're gonna need a 10mm socket, as well as I think you just need a 10mm, but I'm not sure. We're gonna remove this cover here as well. These covers are just literally sitting on the car, I mean on the areas where they are. Here's the battery, 10mm bolt there, 10mm bolt there, and then we're gonna have 10mm bolts here. And we also need to get this little cover out here to access the negative side. So just gonna switch the car off now. Okay, car is off, and also I'm going to switch the power pack here, switch it off, and remove that. So for now I'm just going to leave that there. And I'm gonna get a 10mm. Okay, so I went ahead and disconnected, undone the 10mm here, so you don't have to see me undoing these for 2 hours. And also, okay, so next I've undone the terminal here, and I've undone the terminal here with a spanner, because it's a bit awkward to get a ratchet in there, so I just undone that there. So usually it's best to disconnect the negative first, because if you are disconnecting the positive while that is connected, if you touch the body here or somewhere, you may cause a short circuit, even though your battery is almost dead, but it still has a little bit of power. So we want to avoid that. So disconnect the negative first, get it out of the way, and then you can undo. It depends what you're using. Obviously I used a ratchet, so easier to not to touch anything. And then take that out. Then we can just put that to one side, and it's a matter of lifting this battery out of here. It's a bit heavy, so be careful, don't injure yourself. You could disconnect this here, to be honest, to make your life a little bit easier. It's just one of those plugs that you press the clip and take it out, but I would need my 2 hands for that. And I may just do that because fitting the battery here might be a bit fiddly with this lingering about. So I'm just gonna use my 2 hands for this. Okay, I've got my battery in there, so with 2 hands you don't really need to disconnect that, you just move it out of the way. We can put that in there. And the same sort of idea, sort of reversal of removal here. There should be a hole here as well for that. So let me connect the positive here. And make sure that goes in there nicely. And we can secure that. But maybe you can see what I mean. if the negative was connected and this ratchet was metal, and I happen to touch that metal there with that there, then we get a short. So that's why we want to avoid those kinds of things. Close that, and we want to secure this as well. Let's not forget. Just secure that a little bit, don't go too mad with it, and then you can connect your negative and go ahead and use your ratchet, sorry, your spanner, to secure that there. Nicely unsecure. Let's not forget the pipe here goes into the hole just on the side. Sometimes the holes here are not big enough. Depends on the battery that you actually buy. Right, now that hole wasn't big enough, by the way, so I may have to try and fit it. It's a very tiny little hole. So you may be able to, this is just like a vent for the battery, it vents out. So you could cut this to size, or if you get, well, it depends the battery you get. If you get a genuine battery, it will obviously fit straight away. But in this case scenario, I may have to modify that a little bit in order to get it in, or maybe get an adapter to fit in it, because I don't really want to cut it in case in the future we get a different battery. So just want to make sure that battery is working properly. I'm going to remove this from here so there is no confusions. So I'm just going to remove this. Right, got the cover back on, power pack is out. Just going to close the bonnet, and hopefully hopefully the car will be working. Okay, car starting just fine. So I'm happy about that. Sorry about that noise, that's the parking thing. And now everything has to go back the way it came out. So no rocket science there. In there, this comes out. This will go back on top of that. To be honest, all these panels are a little bit flimsy. Okay, and they're not very secure or robust. I don't know what the word is, but I mean, saying that, obviously these cars are extremely reliable, so the trim is not really as important as the actual mechanics of the car. Obviously that depends on what your preference is. If you want a car that goes forever, buy a Toyota. Okay. Right, now the car's locking. and unlocking. So I guess it wasn't locking or unlocking because I had the bonnet open, maybe. Yep, that's good. Well, having said that, I hope the video helps, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. So thank you for watching.